Ah, a visitor! Please take a seat. Let me tell you of the story of the man who walked the road to hell and back for love. Let me tell you the story of Orpheus and Eurydice. You see, Orpheus was the son of a muse, and you know how those muses are. Sometimes they abandon you. But you see, this poor boy wore his heart out on his sleeve. You might say he was naive to the workings of the world. But he could sing a song so beautiful. Orpheus was the greatest musician who ever lived. That's a fact. Known by all. But who inspired this man? Well, you see, he was in love with a wood nymph called Eurydice. Oh, how they loved each other. Orpheus and Eurydice. Not like any other on this mortal coil. On the day of their wedding, Eurydice was dancing near the riverbed, as she done many times before. Was so happy. Her happiness was not like any other, and this world would know and will know for many more centuries to come. In her dancing, however, Eurydice stepped on a snake. It bit her leg, and its poison went up to her heart, killing her on the spot. Much like his love before, Orpheus's grief was not like any other in this world. Why? Why was she dead? Why? Why? Orpheus decided to go down to the underworld and try to get his love back from the grasp of death. When he arrived, he was met by Cerberus, the three-headed dog that guarded the gates of hell. Orpheus played a song on his lyre, a song so beautiful it made Cerberus fall asleep and let him pass. When he reached the river Styx and met Charon, the ferryman to the underworld, Orpheus played a song for Chiron so beautiful that he asked for no payment when he ferried Orpheus through the river Styx and into the underworld. Orpheus played his lyre until he reached the foot of Hades' throne. There he got on his knees and begged the king of the underworld to release his love, for a few more years alive wouldn't make a difference after all. They would all reach his domain eventually. The king of the underworld raised a hand and refused. So Orpheus played his lyre again, and this time his song was heard through all the underworld. The world stood still, for Orpheus played a song so beautiful it is thought even now to be the greatest performance ever exist. All of hell stood still to listen at the song. Sisyphus no longer roared his rock up the hill. Tantalus would no longer reach for the water he would never be allowed to drink. Zion no longer spinned on his spinning wheel. As Orpheus finished his song, the Lord of the damned raised his hand and told him one thing. You may go on one condition. You have to walk in front and she has to walk in back. And if you turn to see if she's coming too, Then she goes back to the underworld, and you go back to the life you lived alone. So Orpheus and Eurydice walked. Orpheus in front, Eurydice in back. Back through the entrance of the underworld. But as they walked, doubt came into Orpheus's mind. Was she really there? Would Hades trick him just to make him go back alone? Few more steps away from the gate of the underworld and back to the world of the living, Orpheus turned around. Eurydice was there. As he looked at her, she looked back at him. They looked at each other as Eurydice got dragged back into the underworld screaming. Orpheus walked back to the land of the living alone.